Heyo! I'm just going to jump right into it. Before we get started, I just want to preface by saying that this is going to be a very raw video. I'm going to sit on this couch the entire video with my face broken out. Haven't washed my hair. I took a shower but didn't feel like doing it, and this is the state that I'm in. But I feel like as moms or business owners or just day-to-day life, like we all worry and try to figure out like how can we make things easier on ourselves? How can we be the best version of ourselves, whether it be for us or our kids or our spouse? And I'm just kind of reflecting on the day. As you know, like I'm a full-blown business owner at this point. Life is chaotic. I'm still a stay-at-home mom. I'm trying to go to all the programs and the meetings and take my kids to school and get them a lunch and pack their bags, clothes clean, beds made. We're potty training. That's what I mean by that. Making sure the house is organized. Like on a day-to-day basis, it becomes very overwhelming. And I'm sure there's times that you feel like you're killing it and you're just acing the whole thing. And I'm sure there's other times where you're just like, you feel like a failure in every single thing that you do. So if you can relate to that, that's what this video is going to be about. I have days where I feel like I'm crushing it and I'm fine emotionally, physically, mentally, all these different things. And then I have other days where I'm extremely hard on myself. So as I'm reflecting on the day and how much I have gotten done and just how much easier the morning is going to be for me and maybe even tomorrow, I just want to give you a little bit of advice on what I do to keep myself sane. It doesn't mean every day will be that way. It doesn't mean every day is going to be perfect. You're still going to have hard days. You're still going to be stressed. You're still going to question yourself as a mother and spouse and all of these different things. But I just want to make a few key points. And one of them is, I think this is my biggest one, and people might come for me for this, and I hope that they don't because it's nowhere near an insult. I know this is extremely hard to do, but for me personally, keeping my home as minimal as possible and keeping it clean and organized. This can sound extremely hard. You're like, how am I supposed to do that on top of every single thing else that I'm doing? Then blah, 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 blah. But I feel like if you set yourself up for success for the next day, then it's already going to kick you off on a good note. So like for me personally, I know the first thing that my child is going to do when he wakes up in the morning is he's going to be hungry. So I go ahead and get his breakfast laid out or get an idea of what I'm making for breakfast, and I go ahead and get his drink ready. I lay out their clothes for the next day. This is all things that I've done today. I've got both of their outfits laid out. I've got his school bag packed for tomorrow. I've got his orange juice made and put into the refrigerator, and then I'll figure out breakfast once we get up. But I also went ahead, keeping in with that, I went ahead and put the dishes away and wiped down the countertops. And tonight I went ahead and vacuumed the floors and just little things that you know you're going to want to do the next day. But rather than sitting down and watching a TV show at 6:30 at night, like just go ahead and do a few of those things to knock them off your list, and it's one less thing that you have to do tomorrow. Right now, it is 10 o'clock at night, and I've just now had my shower and am relaxing for the night. I'm making this video. But this is my downtime. This is what I have available. You know what I mean? But keeping a clean home and an organized home, one, it's very refreshing when you wake up in the morning and your house is ready for you. But by keeping things organized, everybody knows where everything is, including my toddler. So if I ask him to go put his clothes in his laundry basket or to put his few little things. I don't do a lot, but every now and then I want him to know what it's like to take care of a home. So I'll say, go put your t-shirts in your t-shirt drawer, or go pick out your pajamas, or he knows where everything is. So, and the rest of the house does too. So it's very easy if there's something that you need help with, or if there's something that they can do on their own. By having your home organized and things where they need to be, there's no confusion in where to get them from or where they need to go to be put up. And I think that it's extremely important to let your kids be involved in that. And the more I do it, the more I learn that they really enjoy it too. My smallest one, Caleb, loves to put stuff in the dryer. Loves it. So it's something that I can get done, but it's also something for him that's really fun and he kind of thinks is a game. So just little things like that. Maybe let them help you load the dishwasher, or teach them to put their dishes in the sink once they've gotten done at the table, throw their trash away. When we get home, this is where we put our backpack. This is where we put our shoes. Having a home for everything will really help. So keep your house tidy and as organized as you can, and your house will work with you, and so will your family members. Number two would definitely be, if I have to say so myself, is to maybe make yourself a list of things that you need to do the next day. So I used to do a blog with a friend of mine, and she came up with a very good point, and she said, I make a dump sheet. And I was like, what? You do a what sheet? And she was like, it's a brain dump. So as women, I feel like because our minds are always running, we feel so overwhelmed of the to-do list of things that we need to do, things that we need to get done, things that haven't gotten done, bills that need to be paid, groceries that need to be ordered, all these little things that just add up whenever you're running a home and taking care of your family. So she called it a dump sheet. And basically what that is like maybe the night before when there's things weighing on you that need to be done the next day. I really need to pay the water bill. I really need to put in a grocery order or make a grocery list. There's something going on with school that I need to put in his backpack. Maybe we have homework. Maybe there's a project. Maybe there's a family event coming up. Have yourself a calendar, make yourself a dump sheet. And at night, when all of that stuff is just running through your mind and you can't lay down, you can't go to sleep, you can't shut it off, keep you a notebook. I have a little journal that I got from Walmart that's got like the months at the top and then the dates underneath it. And I'll just circle the month, circle the date, and then I just go ham. What do I need to do? I need to wash this load of clothes. I need to fill out this form for school. I need to pay this bill. I need to put gas in my car. I need to run by Target or whatever and pick up a few things. Make a little list under that. I would really like to blow off the front porch, the leaves that are on the porch, or I'd really like to decorate for Christmas, or, whatever it is. Make yourself a list and mentally get it off of your brain. Put it onto paper and let it go, because it's written down. You can refer to it tomorrow and you can just, it's done. You know what I mean? Make yourself a list, come back to it in the morning, and it will be there. You will not have forgotten about it. It's almost like a journal for your brain. It's fantastic. One of the other things that I really like to do is to prepare myself for the next day. And I kind of touched on, like a few minutes ago, I kind of touched on this as far as like laying out the kids' clothes and stuff. And that kind of comes to keeping things organized. But when I say organized in your home, like keep your dishes in the same spot, make your organization drawer of where your batteries are, lighters to light the candles, any kind of extra cords that you need. When I say organize your home, that's what I'm talking about. Have a home for everything. But when I say set yourself up for success the next day, that to me means laying out what I'm going to wear tomorrow, laying out what the kids are going to wear, restocking the diapers and the wipes for Caleb's room so I'm not mid-diaper change and realize he needs more diapers and he's on his changing table about to kick the wall off and do a backflip off of the thing. You know what I mean? Like, restock your home. I also like to make sure that my pocketbook has everything that I need in it, or I keep a little caddy in my car where I keep an extra change of clothes for Tatum, because again, we're still potty training, which he's done really well with that. We're kind of done with that. It's more so like when we go to my parents' house, I'll keep like an extra pull up there in case it's like a long drive or we have an incident in the car. Just setting yourself up for success. It could also mean, like, as far as laying out the kids' clothes or laying out their pajamas for the night, or packing the school bags the night ahead. What else? Maybe laying out any snacks that you need for the next day. Like, the hardest thing for me, I'm gonna be completely honest, my 4-year-old is so picky. Oh my God, he doesn't eat nothing. He eats nothing. I try to introduce new things every day. Like, that's my point. That's my goal, is to at least have him try something. But it is a battle, girl. It is a battle. So just having things in the home that are easily accessible to him. In our pantry, I have a little cabinet and little bins that have his snacks that make it easier for him to go ahead and grab. I also, so referring back to the caddy, I'll keep a few snacks in there. Change of clothes, extra pair of shoes, toboggan because we're in the winter months, extra jacket. Both kids like to have a blanket in the car too, because they snuggle, and depending on what we're doing, we might be running into nap time. So the small one might take a nap. Just setting things up. It could even mean like when they're in the tub, while they're in the tub playing, I like to go ahead and lay out their jammies, fix their toothbrush, get on the sound machines, go ahead and dim the lights in their room, get a couple of books laid out that we're going to read. Like constantly be thinking ahead, which we do that anyway. Let's be honest. We do it anyway. But just to go ahead and do it makes things so much easier. I have a hard time remembering to eat. It's just because I get so busy and I'm like, oh, but I could do this real quick and then I'll come back and have lunch then. So maybe making me a yogurt parfait thing is super easy. It's just like yogurt, granola, and some fruit. Throw a little honey on it, whatever. Or I buy little snacks from Aldi that are like the cheese and the peanuts and the raisins or dried cranberries, whatever. Another great thing that I like to do is also set a schedule for the week. Things that not to forget. And tonight, I forgot my lash appointment. If you don't know, I have lash extensions. Love them. My eyebrows are microbladed, but every 2 weeks I go and I get my eyelashes done. And this is a prime example that this is not always going to work out, but it helps. Is to put things in your calendar, reminders. I had an appointment tonight to get my lashes done. Did I get the reminder? Sure did. Did I ignore it or completely forget about it? Sure did. Today was one of those days that I was just burning the roads up and I was in it to win it and doing this and doing that and blah, blah, blah. And I got the alert and then I was like, oh, I'm going to vacuum. Oh, I'm going to put these clothes in the dryer. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and organize this bin real quick. And then boom, completely forgot about it. Like, felt so bad. I still paid her for the appointment because I couldn't live with that on me, Jesus. You know what I mean? But those are just a few things that I do to really help myself kind of stay balanced. And the most important one too is still carving out time for myself, because I feel like all day long I'm giving myself to my business, my kids, my family, my home, and trying to make sure things are running smoothly and I'm being responsible and I have this ordered and that ordered and I'm getting orders out in an efficient amount of time and the house is still taken care of. But really, the other night, I took a bath. A friend of mine, Stevie, y'all might know her on Facebook. Yeah, if y'all follow me over there. But she makes like sugar cubes, which are kind of like bath bombs and body butters and soaps and candles and all these delicious things. And it had been a long time since I had actually like taken a bath. I'm very much a shower person. It's quick, it's easy. I can wash my hair, wash my body, get in, get out, and move on to the next thing. But I was very conscious of the fact that, and I actually had a conversation with her that night, is that a lot of what stress comes from women is that we're overstimulated. And it's just because our brains never cut off. We constantly have something to think about, something to do, something that we're responsible for. And that night I actually called her and I was just like, I feel it. I mentally feel like I have been overstimulated all day. I cannot physically stop it. Like my head is just, everything is just running crazy. I have got to calm down. And she was going live that night and I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to wash my hair and then I'm going to fill the tub up. And I'm going to put in a few of her sugar cubes. We have mirrors in our bathroom that light up. I dimmed them very low, lit a candle. I sat in the tub. I watched her video, and it was the best like 20-30 minutes that I had in several weeks. I was so relaxed. It was quiet. The kids were in bed. My mind could just calm down and breathe for a minute. And I actually have told her ever since then, I was like, I cannot wait to get more sugar cubes. I don't want to take another bath until then because it will not be the same, because the one I got was peony and it smelled freaking phenomenal. And then I used her cashmere body butter when I got out. Oh my gosh. But I'm very much a scent person. I love when my house smells clean. I love when there's a good candle burning. I love perfumes. I love lotions. So that night, just sitting in the tub, smelling that, and I was just calm and I was watching her video. My focus was on one thing, not 1,000 things. So whatever that might be is like, maybe you want to listen to a podcast. Maybe you want to watch a YouTube video. I would encourage you to kind of stay away from like TikTok or Facebook or something when you're doing that, just because a lot of times things can be very inspiring, so it makes your brain run even more. I would say just to do something that's common. Maybe you there's like an 8D thing, which is like sounds that are on YouTube, and they're phenomenal. They're very relaxing, or like I'll put on spa music or rain sounds or fireplace or something, and just do something to mentally bring your brain down. Read a book, do a crossword puzzle, crochet, knit, whatever your hobby is. Just something that is solely for you, that has nothing to do with your business, has nothing to do with your family, nothing to do with your kids. And I hate to say it like that. I mean, I don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying it has to be just for you. To me, going to get my nails done, I like having them done, but it doesn't bring me peace or make my mind come down, because all I can think about is, for the hour that I'm sitting here, there's 1,000 other things I could be doing. I'm just saying, do something relaxing. Maybe you want to do yoga. Maybe you want to do stretches. Maybe you want to work out, go for a walk, go to the park, go for a hike, whatever it is. But I would say to make a conscious effort at least a few times a week to do something just for yourself. But that's just me. And a lot of times I need to practice what I preach. But I was thinking about it tonight, and I'm like, man, this is nice. And it doesn't mean if you can't do it every week or every day, like, that's okay. But this is just something to help give you some positive affirmation and a little bit of advice on what I do when I am stressed, on the little things that help de-stress me or just make things in life easier throughout the week. So I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you have a great night. Okay, bye.